Here we go, another edition of Sports Medicine Weekly on this Saturday morning. Thanks so much for joining us, everybody. I'm Steve Kashul. With me is my usual co-host, Dr. Brian Cole, the head team physician with the Chicago Bulls, co-team physician with the Chicago White Sox, sports medicine specialist, orthopedic surgeon at Midwest Orthopedics at Rush. Dr. Cole, how do you purchase and go about buying a running shoe?
Well, it's a great question. I'm mostly a creature of habit, but it took me a while. I've gone through like 3 or 4 different brands. I replace them about every 3 to 4, maybe 3 to 4 months. Probably could wait long. I don't do huge mileage, you know.
You run outside or just treadmill?
Both. Depends on the weather. But the treadmill is just, I don't care for it, but I'll do it just out of necessity. And now I'm not even doing that. I'm doing like the VersaClimber, which is like a climbing machine, just to change the workout up. But I'll do every 3 to 4 months. And I think that I see patients who have a lot of foot problems, alignment issues, and I think they have a much tougher time than I do. I could probably wear 3 or 4 shoes and be okay. But I get patients, for example, who have knee pain that is a result of alignment issues and can be corrected with proper shoe wear. There's a little bit of a science behind it, but those are patients who I think can really benefit from some inherent expertise in making these recommendations for the proper pair of shoes.
Our next guest is Dalton Walker. He is a team lead from Road Runner Sports. They have locations in Chicago and Naperville. Our topic, the science of buying a running shoe. How are you, Dalton?
Hey, I'm doing fantastic this morning. How are you?
Good. Hey, why is it important to get fitted for the proper running or other sports shoe, and why is it worth the extra effort and cost?
It's incredibly important. You walk in a shoe every single day, and you put so much strain on your body that so many people are suffering from these injuries like plantar fasciitis and Achilles tendonitis that can all be fixed with the right running shoe and the right support. And the price tag, it's going to be a little bit more than finding it on a discount website, but it's well worth it.
So take us through the steps, Dalton, of finding the best performing shoe. When someone comes into your store, what do you suggest for our listeners?
So the process at Roadrunner looks, it's a few-step process. It's in-depth, and it's one-on-one. So we really get to know you. We start off with a couple of questions, learn out what you're using the shoes for, if you're a marathon runner, everyday runner, or just walking around in the right shoe, help determine the cushion level. Then what we do is we look at your gait, which is how you run, and more importantly, the body's impact to how you run. So if your Achilles tendon is going to pronate inwards, which is creating a C shape upon that impact, then we're going to recommend some sort of extra support called a stability shoe. Next, we're going to 3D scan your feet, find the right size for you. You know, too many people are walking around in the wrong size shoe. You want around half of a thumb in that shoe, so you have a little bit of room for your foot to expand, and you don't want to be slipping out on the heel at all. And then finally, we're going to mold you up some custom insoles. And the insoles are going to be sometimes even more important than the shoe, because that's the only way you're going to be able to get that 100% custom fit for you. So you definitely need that support and help from an individual at our store.
Tell me what you guys can do objectively, briefly, as we're running short on time, to evaluate someone. Do you put them on a treadmill? Do you do some type of alignment assessment? And because a lot of what we get are people who are sort of pronators, and I'll send them in for hindfoot stability type shoes. What do you do to measure them? What instruments do you have available?
So the newest thing we've implemented in our store is going to be what's called the volumetric scanner, and that's going to take a 3D mapping of the foot so we can actually see arch height, length, width, all that great stuff, and then we're going to use our iPads to stand behind you while you're running on the treadmill to really analyze in slow motion and in depth how your body reacts to that impact.
Great stuff. Hey, Dalton, your website, roadrunnersports.com, and thanks so much for lending your expertise. I appreciate it because it's a good subject.
Hey, absolutely. Thank you so much for having me, guys.
All righty, Dalton Walker from Road Runner Sports. And let's switch gears right now. Our next guest is Alex Paris. Alex was born and raised in New York City, moved to Chicago in 2008 to become full-time personal trainer, coach to former Bulls star Joakim Noah. He still works with NBA players and other pro basketball players. And right now he is the general manager at River North CrossFit and does a lot of one-on-one training. How are you, Alex?
Good, guys. It's good to talk to you. Excuse my hoarse voice here. I lost it a couple of days ago. I don't know where it went. I'm trying to find it, but So my voice might be a little shaky here, but I'll give it my best.
I appreciate you being on with us. We met Alex, of course, with his extensive work with Joakim and working with the Bulls, and always a friendly guy. And we always talked a lot on our Bulls halftime shows. I visited with Alex, and Dr. Cole's done a lot with him as well. So, hey, Alex, tell us about some of the effects of personal training and what people are missing if they don't have a personal trainer.
A personal trainer now more than ever, as you guys know, like training and going to the gym and fitness is bigger than ever, not only from a business standpoint, but people understanding how important it is to be healthy and valuing that in their life more than other things. So going to the gym, having a trainer used to be something that was if you had extra money, you have a gym membership, and now it's kind of like bumped to the top of the list for people. Like, it's kind of a must. So that being said, the trainers are doing well. People need them, and people need to be healthy and learn how to work out. So having a personal trainer is really important, whether you're a pro athlete or, just I don't want to say a regular person, but, your average working person who lives a very busy life. It's important to know what you're doing.
I think, I can tell you for me, Alex, it makes me accountable. I'm obviously, I know I'm going to pay for it. I've got a scheduled time. My trainer, I do at 6 a.m. twice a week. So at the very least, I know I'm going to get 2 good workouts during the week. It is expensive, but it's one of those things that I know that I'm weighing that against, the absence of good health or less good health, if you will. And from my perspective, as a busy person, I just know it's going to get done. And that's, for me, that's my blocked out time. I don't explain it to anyone. That's something that my assistant can't infringe upon ever. It has to be a really unique situation for me to violate that. And at the very least, I know that, I'm going to get it done. And, from my own personal perspective, I'll tell you that if I'm not getting it done, then I'm not nearly as good or effective throughout the day. So I've depended on my trainer as much. I mean, I think I know how to work out, but I work out better. I'll go harder. I'll do more reps. I'll do more sets. I'm not going to look at my phone. I'm not going to be distracted. And I'm there for that 1 hour to get it done. And so I'm actually a huge advocate. I have lots of patients that, you got to get through the economic burden of it. And group classes are wonderful too, to be honest, in the right setting, like CrossFit and so forth. And I understand that I think you may be in that space as well. But I will tell you the value of a personal trainer is not fully understood unless you actually get into it. Tell me briefly, are you doing the CrossFit gym situation as well?
Yes. So first of all, everything you said, I completely agree. And the accountability is what you said, is it kind of stuck out. It's a key thing. And so I do lead a lot of group classes as well as do one-on-one training. And the difference between the two is really just kind of preference. Some people really thrive in that group setting. Other people don't like it, and they prefer to have that one-on-one kind of attention to be a little bit more customized program, whereas when you have a group, it's obviously for a larger group, so it's kind of encompasses more. But both are great, and it's just kind of finding what works better for you. I love both. For me personally, I've worked with trainers myself, and I also love being in the classes. Like when I'm not coaching them, I like to do the class, and I think both are amazing. It's finding what kind of gets you going, and like you said, no phones, no distractions. It should be your 1 hour of the day that's for you. That's there to make you feel better and just be healthier. And the health part is huge. I mean, working out is proving, and doctor, it's proving to be like the real, not only fountain of youth, but to fix a lot of medical problems. The answer is in fitness and nutrition, and not just in taking medicine, right? It's that. So I think people are more aware, and that's also kind of helping the industry as well.
Visit with Alex Paris. He is the general manager of River North CrossFit and also a personal trainer. Used to be the Joakim Noah's personal trainer. Still works with NBA players and other pro basketball players who play in Europe. I'm Steve Kashul with Dr. Brian Cole. What'd you learn from working with Joakim, Alex, and working with some of these NBA players and some of these professional athletes separate from the kind of weekend warrior?
So much. I mean, I talk to Joakim on a weekly basis. We'll talk 2 to 3 times a week, and talk about the good old days and all that stuff, and just going back to the experiences of training with him and applying that to the people that I work with in the gym. And it's such an amazing thing to be able to do that. And And a lot of the clients I have, it's, the first thing they'll ask me was, well, what did you do with Joakim? Did you do this? Or what did you do with this person? And it's not only a good opening discussion or a way to kind of break the ice with people, but it's just, they want to know. They want to know, what do athletes do? What do they do? Can I do that? So it's been huge for me, and it definitely opens the door for a lot of opportunities. And I just have to say, first of all, can we talk about how good Joakim's doing right now? Or
I know.
Yeah, he is.
It's great. It was so good to see him. Yeah. Yeah, seeing him last week was it was about 2 weeks ago, but it was wonderful to see him. He seems very happy.
Alex,
He's
great
very
stuff.
Happy and, yeah, it's good.
So rivernorthcrossfit.com is your website, and you are available for one-on-one training, and you've trained the best, so we know you a long time, and congratulations on your success and your family as well. So keep in touch, but thanks so much for joining us on Sports Medicine Weekly.
Thanks, guys. Good to talk to you as always, and see you guys around.
Appreciate it. Alex Paris. When we come back, it's our staple of the show, our Ask the Doctor segment. Stay with us at Sports Medicine Weekly, only on
670, The Score.